All right, hold on. We got a lot to talk about this week. This is a week that is going to really be putting us through our paces. This is a week that's going to be pushing us, and this is a week where we are going to discover who we are. This is your first time here, welcome. I'm Felicity Fletcher. I'm an avid reader, hopeful author, practicing witch and astrologer, and I love bringing you these weekly astrology videos along with the astrologically intuitive words of each day. We have to jump right in. This is going to be a longer video. There is a lot for us to talk about. We are covering the week of Sunday, November 16th through Saturday, November 22nd. Starting off Sunday 16th, this is the only day where I do not have a list of astrology to go over with you. The word is subtle. I think this is the last chance we have for anything this week to be subtle, to be kind of just not in your face. Everything after this point is going to be in your face, but Sunday we have a little break. It's going to be a little more subtle, just tiny hints of what's coming up. So whatever is happening on Sunday, take a look. What is it going to lead to? What is it hinting at? Then on Monday the 17th, the first thing we have is the moon moving into Scorpio. The moon in Scorpio is all about passion, desire. It's very deep. It's a very intimate time. It's a time that we are very intimately getting to know the people around us. We're very intimate with ourselves as well. The time that we're really looking deep within us. We also are going to have the sun trine Jupiter. This is a really exciting energy. This is one of the best aspects out there. When the sun is trine Jupiter, it's all about growth and prosperity. It's a time where people are happy and optimistic. It's a time where it's pretty easy to increase. You increase your wealth by investing. You increase your personal growth by investing in yourself. If you put the investment in, if you put the time, the energy, even the money in, this is a time where growth will come from that. It's not growth might, it's growth will come from what you invest in. This is a time that is not without its struggles, but this is the time where we can overcome. So if there's been recent struggles, if there's things that you're dealing with, things you're overwhelmed by, things you're getting through, this is the time to put in the energy and overcome. We also have the sun trining Saturn, which is all about balance and structure. This is a time that just brings reliability with it. It removes obstacles. It helps us with long-term goals. This is the time where you sit down and write out your goals for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, and start implementing what you need to reach those goals. This is a time where people, including ourselves, will be very determined. This is also a time that's really easy to gain respect. If you go out there and you put the effort in, you will get the respect, you will get the recognition, people will notice what you are doing. This is a good time to form partnerships. Those partnerships are going to last. These are going to be the relationships that you, with the people you work with, the partnerships with who is there to support you and who are you supporting. We tend to have increased confidence during this time, and we tend to have a much better idea of who we are. Our self-understanding is at an all-time high. We walk into situations and we know who we are, we know what we want, and sun is also trining Jupiter, so if we put in the effort, we can have it. We can have what we deserve. We also have Mercury sextiling Pluto, which is deep and intense. It's a very serious aspect, energy. It brings with it a strong sense of intuition. We tend to be very persuasive and charming. This is the time to sell. This is a time when salespeople are at their best. This is a time where we can be sold to, but this is also the time that we can sell to other people and sell to ourselves. This week is going to be about us. Who are we? What do we want? And what are we doing? And how are we going to get there? If there is a problem that you are running into, if there is something you need to overcome, and there is something you need to do to take the first step, use that persuasiveness and sell yourself on why you need to do it. This is a powerful day. This is a day that can bring with it so much growth, so much opportunity. This is a day that things are happening, that things are intense. It is powerful. And that's why the word of the day for Monday the 17th is powerful. I will review all the words at the end, because did I mention we have a lot of astrology? Yeah, we have a lot of astrology. On Tuesday the 18th, Mercury is moving into Scorpio. Mercury in Scorpio, so it just came out of Scorpio. It is retrograding, so it's going back in. So this is kind of repeating some of the themes that we dealt with the first time Mercury was in Scorpio. It tends to be a time that has a lot of probing, intensity. Just one of the big things during this time is that life isn't fair, but it was never supposed to be. It's this understanding that it's not fair, but I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the knowledge that it's not fair, that I wasn't given the same resources as that person, to create what I can with my resources and to understand why what I have is different than them. It's okay that life isn't fair. We're going to use it to our advantage. During this time, we really want to focus on what motivates us. We tend to be very analytical and very intuitive during this time, but we need to also use that analytical side of and that intuition to figure out, what are our motivations? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we going after certain things? Why are we truly acting the way that we are acting and responding the way that we are responding? This is also a very obsessive time. Scorpio is obsessed. You're going to see people that get really stuck on ideas. You're going to see people that just latch on and do not let go. It's important to remember that, and that is why the word of the day for Tuesday the 18th is obsessive. Wednesday the 19th, Mercury is going to be opposite Uranus. When Mercury is opposite Uranus, we just went through this a couple weeks ago. Everything speeds up. It's hectic. It's scattered. Mercury is retrograde on top of this. Things aren't working right. There's this nervous anxiety that's just going to be filling everything. No one's going to have any plans. Even if we try to have plans, nothing's going to be working out. Everybody's going to be easily distracted. So what we need to do, the way that we get through this, is by going into it, making sure we truly listen to what people are saying to us and keep an open mind. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot, but we know how to use that energy. We know how to confront that energy. And it's by listening and being open. Mercury is also going to be trining Neptune. This is a very creative time. This is a time that we tend to be very sensitive. This is a time of fantasies over facts. You can bring as many facts as you want to someone. While Mercury is trining Neptune, they are not going to see it. Nope, they are living in fantasy world. You're living in fantasy world. Think about it. How many people out there just go and look at the facts that they want to know, that support their idea? That's what everybody's going to be doing on this energy. Communication needs to be soft. When we do interact with people, we need to be very mindful of their fantasies, what reality they are living in. This tends to be a time that we get a lot of psychic intuition. This is a good time to tap into your intuitive side. Everything while Mercury is trining Neptune is very surface level. And Wednesday the 19th, surface level, hectic, interruptions. The word of the day for Wednesday the 19th is interruptions. When you see that word on the day on your calendar, in your planner, just be ready for it. Nothing's going to get done. Don't even worry about getting stuff done on Thursday or on Wednesday, the 19th. Don't even worry about it. Moving on to Thursday, the 20th, we do have a new moon in Scorpio. New moons in Scorpio are always more intense. Scorpio is a very intense energy, and then you bring in this dark new moon into this dark sign. It's intense. It's going to push us into the depths. We are going to be looking deep within ourselves. We're going to be dealing with secrets. We're going to be dealing with the darkness. What is being kept in the dark from us, and what are we keeping in the dark? This could even be stuff we're keeping ourselves in the dark about. Things that we don't want to understand, that we're not opening ourselves up to, not letting ourselves understand. This is a time that we have to embrace that unconsciousness, that darkness, the things that we do not yet understand. This is going to be a time of massive personal change. This new moon will require us to look at how we have changed and where we need to change more. This is a fresh slate. The new moon, there's nothing there. There is darkness. This is a fresh slate that is pushing us into a growth mindset. We have to take the time to look in and try to figure out what we need. We are going to be pushed out of our comfort zones. We have no choice. We are going to have to heal. We are going to have to accept. We have to change the things we can and accept the things we can't. And one of the big things about this new moon is that we need to sit down and seek out our purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is in life, this is the time that you need to work on that. And what our purpose in life is now, is not what it was a year ago or even a month ago. It changes constantly. But we need to find that purpose. We need to understand that purpose. We need to embrace what is in the darkness. Right after this new moon, the moon's going to move into Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius is running away from that darkness and trying to bring everything into the light. It's much more upbeat, excited, adventurous. Just let's go. That's the moon in Sagittarius. The sun will also conjunct Mercury. This is a time that travel is very favored. This is a time that is a very busy time. You may already discover that you have a bunch of appointments scheduled for Thursday. Probably. Bunch of meetings. It's a very busy time. We are on alert, and that's a good thing. We're getting things done. So many things are happening, but we are keeping up with all of it. There's going to be a lot of new information, and this is also a really good time to share ideas. Another thing to talk about with Thursday is that a very big energy that's been going on now I think we've been feeling this for years, honestly, is Uranus sextile Neptune is going exact. Both of these are slow-moving planets. Both of them have been in the orb of each other. They're feeling the sextile. They're engaging in the sextile. And this is it. This is them in the exact position that they want to be in. This will be happening multiple times between 2025 and 2027, and then is not happening again until the 2100s. This is a time that brings with it spiritual awakening. When we've seen this sextile in the past, the spiritual mindset of this country changed, of the society, of the world. A way we engaged with the spiritual side of life was different. This is a time where everybody is searching for meaning. What does this mean? Why are we here? Why are we doing what we're doing? The occult comes into play a lot more. You have people seeking out that which they were told to avoid. They are leaning into things like psychedelic drugs. You see a generation right now that's currently questioning their alcohol intake. Usually Uranus sextile Neptune, you would think, would actually lean more into alcohol, and it's kind of funny to see millennials, my generation, is now stepping away from alcohol. This is a time that's very creative, that people are searching to create something. They're searching to create meaning in their life. They're searching to create what's important. This is a time that brings a sense of oneness. This is a time where we are having more discussions about community. We are challenging our thoughts about society and our thoughts about government. What is the responsibility of government? And what does it mean when it can't fulfill any of that? What is the actual purpose? Why do we have this Senate, this Congress, this White House? You're going to see some of this hitting just new levels. I think it's so interesting that the conversations in the world and in society right now in this country are discussing things like food. And is food a privilege or is food a right? We're looking at healthcare costs getting more expensive right around the same time that people are being pushed to find meaning and try to understand the health of community over the health of oneself. There is going to be this push of community over self. And there's more than just us. There's more out there. This also will be a really good time while this is exact to really see how it pushes us where we feel stuck. Is there something that you are unsure about? Is there questions you have about your future? Where are you stuck? Because this energy is going to push you away from that. There is a lot happening on Thursday. Thursday is going to be a day that is going to feel overwhelming. I can guarantee I'm going to cry on Thursday. I can guarantee that there is a lot going on, that there's going to be a lot of emotions, that we are going to be pushed to our breaking point for the best possible reason. Because we are going to be pushed outside of where we are stuck, outside of who we are, outside of just ourselves. We are being given a fresh slate to build off of and to grow off of. That is why the word of the day for Thursday is growth. Anytime you look at that word, when you remind yourself on Thursday that the word of the day is growth, remind yourself that you are capable of growth. That this is just the start. This is just the seeds being planted, that we are still going to have to water. We're still going to have to lay in the sun. We're still going to have to do things to grow, but growth is possible and is happening. Friday the 21st, we are getting a little bit of a break. I guess, well, we have some stuff to deal with first. So right at the very end of Scorpio, the sun will be, first of all, opposite Uranus. This brings with it some new and exciting energy, brings with it a lot of urges. We tend to really struggle for and about independence. What does independence mean? What do we really want? We're very open-minded. We're excited. Opportunities are going to be weird, but embrace them. It's going to be fun. If we try to resist this unique and strange energy, it can become very destructive. You're going to see people that don't understand what's happening, trying to stick in their routine, trying to stick with, this is the way we've always done it, so we need to keep doing it this way. It's going to blow up in their face. It just is. We have to be patient. We have to be open-minded. If we just accept the chaos, if we just understand that it's going to create havoc, we will get through it. We'll be okay. We also have the Sun trine Neptune. This increases our sensitivity. It makes us really care about our place in the world. It's going to be kind of still working through that Uranus sextile Neptune. We're going to be feeling that Uranus sextile Neptune for months and really years. Not until 2027 will we really get out of that Uranus sextile Neptune energy. But the Sun trine Neptune, it's going to be a lot quicker, but it is really going to push us to care about our place in the world. We're going to be very altruistic. We're going to have really strong morals. We're going to want to work for the betterment of everyone and everything. And we also are going to be very creative. Right after the sun is trining Neptune, it's going to move into Sagittarius. And with this opposite Uranus trine Neptune, it's creating this like perfect triangle with the sun, Uranus, Neptune that is going to be intense. It's going to cause a lot. And on Friday, the sun's going to move into Sagittarius, which is going to give us a little bit of a break. It's going to give us a breather from that energy. The sun in Sagittarius just wants to reach out, wants to explore the world, wants to explore ourselves. We want to figure out what's out there. We want to learn something new. We want to just go out. We're going to look at the big picture of everything. We're going to look at a map and just want to see all of it. This is a great time to gain confidence. We just got put through the ringer with some self-discovery, from figuring out who we are, from being pushed. We're going to be pushed on Thursday to really question, who are we? What do we want? Why are we doing this? And the sun in Sagittarius is here to be like, it's okay, I got you. We're confident, we got this, we're going to do it. And the sun in Sagittarius is very much the phrase that my family used when we were younger was, we're going on an adventure. So that's why the word of the day for Friday is adventure. It's gonna be an adventure. We still have another day to talk about. There was a lot of astrology this week. I'm getting through it as fast as I can, but we still have to talk about Saturday the 22nd. The moon moves into Capricorn, which is going to help really ground us. It's going to be a much more sober energy. It's going to give us the opportunity to process the week that we had, because I'm going to bet by Saturday, we are going to just want to sit down and go, what the hell just happened? How? Why? What? The moon in Capricorn is here to help us with that. We also have Mercury trine Saturn, which is a very serious energy. This is an energy that helps us get things done, clean up messes. This is an energy that has a lot of common sense. There's not going to be a whole bunch of arguing or people living in their own fantasies. No. Common sense rules, which I cannot wait for. We know what we want, and we know when to go after it. This is a good time to deal with family matters. This is a good time to really look and settle things that have felt open, to have conversations that you need to have. We also have Mercury trine Jupiter, which is an energy full of optimism and good news. This is a time that we want to be social. We want to research. We tend to have a very positive outlook. Mercury retrograde is not getting us down when it is trine Jupiter. We are ready to plan an adventure. We are ready to deal with business. This is a really good time to make friends. This is a really good time to get out there. We are going to be recovering on Saturday, but it's also going to be a really good day to talk, to engage, to be out there. This is a day to play the diplomat. Go out there, kiss the babies, meet the people, all that kind of stuff. That's why the word for the day on Saturday is diplomat. All right. I do not expect you to remember all those words of the day. So this is the time to go ahead and pause. Let's grab something, grab a pen, grab some paper, grab your calendar, your planner, whatever you want to do. Let's review the words of the day. So for Sunday the 16th, the word is subtle. For Monday the 17th, the word is powerful. For Tuesday the 18th, the word is obsessive. For Wednesday the 19th, the word is interruptions. For Thursday the 20th, the word is growth. For Friday the 21st, the word is adventure. For Saturday the 22nd, the word is diplomat. And the phrase for this week really is just a word for this week, and that's self-discovery. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this long. I am sorry this is such a long video. We had a lot to cover. I have bad news. Next week will probably be just as bad. But we'll cover the astrology. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to support, like, subscribe, comment, share. But really, just come back next week. I'll see you then. Bye.